These are the lenses that passed. So out of 14, I got 10 left. And I'm going to show you the 4 lenses that failed that I won't even try on the Sony. And let's try an odd spot, okay? So this is the 300 millimeter. Come on. There you go. 300 millimeter. 2.8. Or, yeah, f4D. This is kind of broken, all right? I only use it for manual focus. The same thing with this 180, okay? It says autofocus on it. No, it's not doing it. If it's just an A and F, not an S, no. The same thing with this 60 millimeter macro and the Nikkor 24 millimeter f2.8, which I really like, widescreen. And I use this lens right here. And let me go, where am I going? Right here. To take this picture, right here. And I can do a close-up shot, maybe, if I just do it like this. How's that? So I got the Tamron 150 to 600. I have the 70 to, let's see, what is that one? That's the 500 PF. This is the 70 to 200. This is, what is it? The Iris? No, it's a Sigma. Okay, 50 to 100 f1.8. This one is the 16 to 35, which was excellent. This right here was, what is that? Yeah, the 105, 2.8. Okay. Then you can see the Tamron 24 to 70 G2. Then the 85 1.8, then the 50 1.8 at the end right here. And I think that's the 1.4. No, they're both one. I think this is 1.4, that's 1.8. Yep. So the other lenses are just basically manual. I only have 2. I used these 4 cameras, okay? DF. Trying to get in focus here. Why is it not focusing? Okay, the DF. I tried the 610. These are just trying to, so they worked on this camera, but those 4 lenses that I showed you do not work on the Nikon. So I have the Z52, and last but not least, the Z8. So now we're going to look at some pictures real quick. So I don't think you can see it very much, but this is the 24 millimeter f2.8, which I tried and it failed. So I'm just going to go down these pictures. See, this is what I was getting. It wasn't sharp. It wasn't focusing. Different cameras. trying doing different things. It just, that's why it was a failure. Okay. And then I went to, what is it? The 50 millimeter 1.4. So I'll just do it this way. Show you what camera I've been working with. So this is the Nikon Z8. And you see, these pictures are sharp. Right here, 50 millimeter 1.4 G. Look at that. And the way I can tell is right up here, it's the Z8. That's how I name them. And as you can see, this is 1.8, which was pretty sharp, quiet. I thought it was a great lens. Look at that. A little flaring here and there, a little out of focus, but still good. This is the 50 millimeter f1.8G on the Z8. And there's Wanda kind of blown out at 5.6. And this was the 60 millimeter. Okay. No, I take that back. This is the, what was that? 500 PF. I'm sorry. That's 500 PF. So if I'm not too close, it focused most of the time. Okay. And I tried this lens on the A7R5. It did a pretty good job. I just had to deal with the focus point. But this is all 500 PF right here. Yeah, it's a little bit too close. More woodwork, astroturf, fence, neighboring houses. And this is like, this one is across the ditch. So it's kind of like two houses away. So see, the 500 worked pretty good when I got it in focus. Did better in the shadow. And that's a better shot of Wanda. That's my picnic table. I'm starting to get little holes that I can peek out of my backyard from. There's the lock. All right, now I'm going to the 70-200, still the Z8. I got 200 pictures, folks. I'm just going to go through this real quick. 70-200, all right, sharp. So if it's working good on this camera, this is like the 150-600 from Sigma. It'll work on the Sony, all right? And this is like from the mirrorless. I was using the F to Z2 adapter. And as you can see, this is the 50-100. And I think I was using, yeah, the Z8 again. And it automatically cropped. So that's 50 millimeter. That's 1.8. Sorry about that, folks. My clock wanted to chime. And that's 100 millimeter, which is in crop mode of 75-150. And that was a 4.5. Stop. 5.6. You know, I just tried different lenses, 50-100. All sharp for, now this is the was this 60 millimeter? Yeah. Yeah, sure was. Okay. Yeah. I did this in manual. All right. Because it wasn't working. So the 51.8 was okay on the Z8. And you see, I went from, I think, aperture to program. So this is the 50 millimeter 1.4 on the Z8. I interchanged lenses, then I decided to do one lens for one camera and one the other. But you can see that now with the 85 1.4, how sharp that is. Very sharp. Now, this is the 24 millimeter f2.8, which I tried on the Z8. It just wasn't working out. That's why I did not include it. Look at that. These pictures aren't sharp. It's manual focus only, but I tried, okay? It said AF on there. No, I think it has to be either an AFS or a G lens or an ED, something like that. So this is the 24 2.8 on here. And this is why it did a pretty good job, but it wasn't up to standards. So then I did the 51.4. And this is a Z52. And it was struggling with certain lenses, okay? The autofocus worked, but look at the noise. So, but it was focusing. It just had a lot of noise. So see, this is the 50 to 100 Sigma f1.8. This is an APSC lens. You can see a lot of noise from the Z52. This is the 24 to 70 Tamron G2, and this was sharp. I had no problems with this lens. So I was in, what was that program? Yeah, it's kind of hard to tell if it's, but I think that was aperture, that was the program. And you can see the cat inside. This was 180. So this is why I also rejected this lens. It just wasn't working out. It wasn't sharp. It's manual focus only, even if it is supposed to be autofocus, but these D lenses just do not work. 16 to 35, I love this lens. And then I started doing, these are 35. And it's kind of like a 52 millimeter focal range on full frame. Right, now I'm going 16, which is a 24. And these pictures are sharp. So if I had to carry two zoom lenses, it'd be the 16 to 35 and the 24 to 70 Tamron. They're excellent. They're stabilized. I do like the 70 to 200 from the Nikkor. And those were basically the 3 zoom lenses that I would use on a photo shoot. Yes, there are primes, like I would take the 51.8. I do have some manual focus lenses, but if I was in the crunch, I would take the zooms, okay? And I would take those 3 lenses, and that's all I need. I would be happy. For the 150 to 600, that's only for special occasions. But the 3 lenses I would take the 2.8s and then maybe the 50mm f1.8 for autofocusing. So I'm just showing you different pictures. The 50mm f1.8 was sharp. That'd probably be the only prime I take for autofocusing. And then I went to 105mm. It was a good lens, 2.8G. I like that lens. But you can see a little noise. But still, it's not bad. And that's the last picture on the Z50. So in retrospect, I'm going to close this out. Close that out. Go back here. All right. Let me just close that. I'll go to this picture and move that to right there. And I'll make it full screen. And I'll open it up. Yeah, I'll leave it just like that. Okay. So testing is done. Out of 14 lenses, these failed. They're the D types. So it was the 1 or 300mm, which was only in good condition. I only used for manual focus. The 180 also. The 60 I've had problems with, but these are all used lenses. Now, I love the 24, the focal length and stuff, but after playing with the 16 to 35 zoom, I would take that instead because I think it outperforms this. But this is usually on my DF, okay? So the DF can work with this, but these 4 lenses are only manual focus. They're not autofocus. That's what this testing is about. I am going to test the Viltrox NF-E, NF-E1 adapter. And with those remaining 10 lenses on 4 cameras. So A7R5, ZVE1, A7C, and the ZVE10. So stay tuned for that. Thank you for watching. I know this was kind of long, but anyway, stay safe, keep smiling. I'll see you next time. Bye, folks. Have a wonderful day.